Right next to me is the very funny comedian Jamie Lissow. If hilarity were an artificial hip, he'd be inside my grandmother. All right. I'm talking about love between a brother and a sister. The girl is the sexy Kyler Lee from the hit show Grey's Anatomy. That's her when she was younger. Her first movie was called Kickboxing Academy. Is this incest when they're making out, or is it simply acting in its truest form? Jamie, I go to you first. Acting is about pretending something that you're not. But did these youngsters go too far?
Yeah, like I was just acting when I was pretending that movie was interesting. I think they did go too far.
Wasted them.
I think it's cool. Isn't it weird that it's like kickboxing movie? Like, why would they even really be kissing in this movie? Wasn't it almost like the director's like, hey, I wonder if they'd do this?
Yeah, well, I think so too. I think
Good point. Like, she's a famous actress that kissed her brother on screen.
Yeah.
He's like a waiter somewhere.
Exactly.
So true.
Exactly. And a Reuben prosecutor says a hidden camera interview with Joran van der Sloot concerning the disappearance of Natalie Holloway is admissible in court. Jamie, a lot of people said this case had hurt tourism to the Netherlands. If Joran is arrested, will you return to vacation there?
Yeah, we've been skipping our Netherlands vacations ever since this happened. And you know what I hope out there? I just want to take a message. I hope that Ashton Kutcher learns from this that something productive can come from a hidden camera.
That's
Something entertaining.
When two Catholic organizations blasted the photo as offensive, the club claimed their ad was simply using the naked body as art. Jamie, do most comics have an unspoken hands-off policy when it comes to making jokes about, say, Islam?
I think so. Like, I think usually when you get to a club, they go, hey, no Muhammad, no Muhammad Ali jokes. And, yeah, I don't make jokes about Muhammad. Mostly what I do is the lack of total knowledge on the subject.
It's really helpful. Actually, it's much better to be ignorant.
Do you guys think, like, I was looking at that nun picture, I was thinking that if it had been, instead of nuns painting the picture of the dude, I think if it had been priests, I don't even think people would have been upset. I think they would have just been so happy that there was a guy the priest's age.
Exactly.
Kyler Lee, Jamie, you were talking about the director of Kickboxing Academy maybe having some issues. I don't think so, because Richard Gabai went on to a fine career writing and or directing 18 episodes of The Voyeur, along with Virtual Girl and Virtual Girl 2, Virtual Vegas.
Oh, well, his whole family was in that, I think.
I think they are, yeah.
Jamie, does the Grateful Dead still matter to anyone? Very huge following.
I think it really matters if you really look at what's happening here. The Grateful Dead supporting Obama. Now think about it. In order to be a fan of the Grateful Dead, you have to do a certain amount of drugs. Now imagine how many drugs you would have to do to have the Grateful Dead actually be a fan of you.
Whoa, that's freaking me out.
That blew my mind.
That's freaking me out, man. Jamie, be honest. When you look at those ads, what do you think about? Do you think about buying pants or caressing shirtless abs?
Honest to goodness, I didn't even know you could buy clothes at Abercrombie & Fitch. You know what I think, and totally honestly, and I can't say why I feel this, but I looked at both ads objectively, and for some reason, I think I really have sort of a problem with the guys and the butt showing, but I don't mind the girl one. I don't know why.
That's
Weird. That's interesting. Yeah. Okay, I want to talk about the Carlos Mencia as a dialect coach ad for Bud Light. I found it, I mean, I'm kind of an easygoing guy, but it struck me as a bit stereotypical and offensive. Yeah.
Do you mean it like portrays Hispanics as people that aren't funny?
Yeah, that's what it is. Exactly.